Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
It's our TOEIC unit for the month of November. And today we're going to talk about two articles here that are going to be presented today and the next day. The first one is about cars and how VR is changing the auto industry. And then the second article we're going to discuss is also about cars, but more specifically, we're talking about the Ford Motor Company in the U.S., and they're trying to reduce production line injuries.
Oh, that's great. You know, VR is changing a lot of different industries. I've recorded VRs for surgeons, who actually feels like they're going through an operation just by watching the VR. I've done some for the tourist industry, of course. Those are very popular. People who love to go bike riding but maybe can't take the time to go outside for a week, they can experience what it feels like through VR. So it's kind of fun. But I love that they're using it to actually help protect people. Some of the injuries in big factories can be very severe. Think about the equipment that is found in factories. Especially for cars. Cars are huge.
Right.
So we're going to be listening to someone whose name is Claire. And they're actually she's welcoming people to her booth. Sounds like they're at a trade show. If you go to a trade show or an exhibit or exhibition, you'll often have lots of different companies who are there. They pay a fee to set up a booth. Some of their employees come and talk to customers and try to get customers to buy, future products from them. I've gone to several trade shows. I did a lot when I worked for Xerox. It was fun because they would be in cities and you'd have to work all day, but then we'd go out and eat at night. So that's probably what we're talking about here is the booth at a trade expo they've got here. Or you could say a trade show, trade expo, same thing.
Okay, so let's get to it. Let's jump right into this and listen to Claire as we listen to her talk about how VR is changing the auto industry. Let's listen one time right now.
Welcome to our booth, everyone. I know what you're thinking. This is an automobile trade expo, but where are your cars? Well, put on one of these virtual reality headsets and take a look for yourself. Thanks to VR, you can see every detail of our vehicles inside and out. You can put yourself in the driver's seat and check out the interior, or walk around and admire the exterior of any of our models. What's more, you can try out different specifications, color schemes, and sound systems. And if that isn't enough, you can use our website and your own VR gear to do this from the comfort of your home. Our company makes the most of the possibilities of virtual reality. At our headquarters, we have a special car equipped with a full VR apparatus. When you take it out for a test drive in a big open space, the VR program throws distractions and unexpected hazards at you. You can see how the car's safety systems handle these situations without being in any real danger. It's not only customers who benefit from VR, though. Our designers also make extensive use of it during the design process. They use it for everything, from testing out different design ideas to collaborating on virtual car models with people from all over the world. It's important for a company to be at the cutting edge of technology as we design cars for the world of tomorrow.
Okay, everybody, let's try to tell everybody how VR is changing the auto industry. And we're doing so with the example of an auto exposition or a car show here as hosted by Claire. So Claire begins by saying, "Welcome to our booth, everyone." So, of course, if you're at an exposition and you're trying to show potential clients what you've got, what kind of services and products that you have, you're going to have a booth. So welcome to our booth, everyone. And she goes on to say, I know what you're thinking. This is an automobile trade expo. But where are your cars? So, yes, it's an expo here, but I guess they just couldn't bring the cars into the exposition.
Part of me is kind of sad, guys, because car shows are really fun to go to. Because they offer or let people who stop by see the most amazing cars, which are probably not even on the street yet because they're not ready for the market. But they're really expensive or cool. I've gone with my dad and brothers to a couple of them. They're very fun. But this actually lets you see everything up close. If you haven't tried virtual reality, you need to just to see what it feels like. Here, we're at a trade expo, car show, trade exposition. You can use all of those titles, all of those terms. But here, there aren't any cars in this particular booth. But there are some cool VR headsets. A headset, of course, is what you put on your head in order to see that virtual reality film or whatever they've done for you and to listen. Sometimes there's lots of sounds. You hear voices, you hear sound effects, things like that in the headset. She's saying, take a look for yourself. Thanks to VR, you can see every detail of our vehicles inside and out. When you talk about inside and out, you're talking about everything. It includes everything. You could say, I often would wash my mom and dad's cars for extra money as a kid, and I would say, oh, it's clean inside and out. So I cleaned, the seats. I vacuumed inside the car. I also polished the outside of their cars. So inside and out means everything.
Right, so if you put on a VR headset, you can look at the details inside the car, the steering wheel, the dashboard, the glove compartment, the gear shifter, etc. And then if you step outside the car, you can inspect the tires, the exhaust pipe, the windows, the windshield washers,
the color.
Wipers, excuse me.
The color of the car.
The headlights, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, you can explore the car inside and out. And you can put yourself in the driver's seat and check out the interior or walk around and admire the exterior of any of our models. So yes, the things I just used to describe the car were involving the interior, again, the steering wheel, the dashboard, etc. That's the interior or the inside of the car. And then the exterior would be, the color on the outside, the windows, the headlights, the windshield, etc. You can admire that stuff. You can go, oh, it's so beautiful. I just love the color. I love the chrome. I love the sparkling headlights and the name of the car there in chrome. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I can't wait to take this for a test drive.
So you can actually feel like you're seeing a real car, that you're sitting in the driver's seat. I bet they also have the option of sitting shotgun, which is the passenger seat on the other side from the driver. Shotgun, we call it. If you admire something, guys, it just means you really regard something. It could be an object or a quality or even a person. You regard them or you look at them with a lot of respect or approval. So, yeah, you can admire the exterior of any of our models. What's more, and here's what they're offering. You can even try out different specifications, color schemes, and sound systems. When you buy a new car, you can either buy what's already there, on the car lot where all the cars are, or you can have your car special ordered. Maybe you want a particular stereo system or you want a sunroof, those windows on the ceiling of the car that you can open and feel the breeze. Specifications are different types of features that you can order. You'll often just see the word specs. S-P-E-C-S. A lot of us just say specs because specifications is kind of long. Color schemes, you know what color? The upholstery or leather on the seats happen to be inside. When I ordered a car, I actually wanted a specific type of color inside that they didn't have currently, so I had to wait for my car to be decked out with what I wanted. So a color scheme is what the colors are inside and out, and also sound systems. If you're into great sounding music, and if you have a long commute like I did in California, you want a great stereo, not the one that just comes, standard in the car. We use that term, it's standard in this car.
Yeah, with some nice speakers, with some good bass and treble, or maybe speakers in the back or something like that. You can have different choices there for your sound system, different colors, as you said, and different specifications. Is it a big engine? Is it small? Is it 5 doors or just 4 doors? Is it a sedan or a hatchback? These are all different specifications. And if that isn't enough, you can use our website and your own VR gear to do this from the comfort of your home. So, yes, you can take a look at the cars here with the VR headsets that we have on hand. But, if you want to see some more after the expo is over, you can go home and use your own VR headset and go to our website and, again, use your own VR gear. And then you can take another look, maybe at some other models or things like that. So here we've got gear, VR gear. That's similar in meaning to equipment. And, again, this is a non-count noun here because, well, there are different kinds of things involved in this. The headphones, the speakers, the screen that you look up inside. So that would be your own VR gear, including, I guess, the wire and everything else. So, yeah, don't add an S to this. And you could also say your own VR equipment, same meaning.
You sure could, but yeah, make sure you don't put an S on this one. Now, our company, it says, makes the most of the possibilities of virtual reality. To make the most of something means you don't waste any opportunity that's good that comes along. Sometimes, you only get a week vacation. You want to make the most of your vacation, not waste any of those days, doing things you don't absolutely love. So you want to make the most of something. You want to make the most of the possibilities of VR. And she says at our headquarters, we have a special car equipped with a full VR apparatus. This word apparatus is very similar to the word device, right? So it's something that has a specific function to it, an apparatus. Here, the apparatus could simply be the headset you're talking about, right? So it's got a full VR apparatus. And so when you take it out for a test drive, that's what we usually do if we want to go buy a car, whether it's new or used. You get permission to take it out for a test drive, see how it works. In a big open space, that's kind of hard in a crowded city here. I think the big open space would be too far. The car dealer probably wouldn't let you take it if you lived in Taipei and said you wanted to, just drive down to Taichung. No, that's not going to happen. So the VR program does something very interesting. As you're out with this car test driving it, it throws distractions at you and unexpected hazards at you. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from doing what you were doing. Something that's very distracting to me is music that I really love. If I really love the music, then I can't study. So I have to put on a piece of music that is just, noise for me. But if I love a piece of music, I can't even focus on what I'm doing because I love the music so much. Distractions can also include coworkers who are constantly calling people on their phone. That's hard to work with. Distraction can be just about anything.
Right, if you're in the library trying to study and there's an older couple having a chat there, that can be a distraction. You're trying to focus on your studies there. And so in this particular case, though, these distractions might be birds flying in front of your vehicle, or maybe a child jumping in the road suddenly, or a big pothole in the road. Those are all distractions that you're going to have to react to. And also we've got unexpected hazards. A hazard is something that is dangerous. Maybe a motorcycle coming at you from the opposite direction. They're passing on a double yellow line or something. So that's something that could cause problems. Or maybe a tree falling down because a typhoon is going on or something like that. These are all hazards that you're going to have to react to when you're using this VR apparatus. So you can see how the car's safety systems handle these situations without being in any real danger. So the the car or the vehicle probably has some kind of safety systems that can handle these situations. It can take care of them, and you won't have to.
Yeah, they're not real, guys. It's just something that the VR is providing. So you get to see if the car, has the automatic brake function where the car will brake if it feels like something's crossing in front of it too fast. I wanted to mention handle just means to deal with something. They're both interchangeable. To deal with something or deal with someone, or to handle something or handle someone. Handle doesn't require a preposition, but you can't just say deal something. You have to deal with somebody or something. So that just means you take care of it. It's probably a problem. Let me handle this, boss. I'll make it work. So this car safety systems actually have the ability, or they function to where they're automatic. And so if these hazards just pop up, you can see what would happen if you had real-life hazards or distractions happening as you're driving. So moving on to the final paragraph, it's not only customers who benefit from VR, though. Yeah, it's kind of fun to see what some of the other benefits are or advantages that something offers, or something that is a pro. How we have a list of pros and cons. Pros are really good things. Cons are bad things, negative and positives. This is a positive thing.
Yeah, benefit is being used as a verb here. So basically, how are you going to get some kind of advantage here? How can you benefit? How can you be in a better position by using VR? So not only you, but other people could benefit from VR. Our designers also make extensive use of it during the design process. So people who design the cars will also use VR to help them design a better car for you. They not only make basic use of it, but they use it extensively. They use it a lot. They probably use it for the majority of their designing. It plays a major role in their design process.
They use it for everything from testing out different design ideas before the car is built, to collaborating or working together on virtual car models with people from all over the world. As you know, Ford Motor Company has branches all over the world. We have a Ford Motor Company here, actually. And if you collaborate, again, you're just working jointly on something to produce or create something with another person or maybe another team. It's important, she says, for our company to be at the cutting edge of technology. If you're at the cutting edge of something, guys, you're doing the most advanced, most forward-thinking work that's going on out there. And of course, if you are into making a product that has a lot of high tech in it, you want to be on the cutting edge, or to be at the cutting edge is also correct. Right now, we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher for a bit, then we'll come back and talk about some of these useful expressions and a discussion question if we have time.
Hello everyone, my name is Tina. 今天我们要看的主题呢，就是当 VR Virtual Reality 遇上汽车产业。首先来看到在第一段的最后一个句子，它写着 Well, put on one of these virtual reality headsets and take a look for yourself. 在这里呢，谈到的是戴上这个虚拟实境的耳机，自己来看一看这个汽车产业有怎么样不一样的发明吧。在这里的 headsets 指的呢，就是耳机的意思。首先我们在第二段看到呢，透过 VR 可以了解到内部以及外部的每个细节。首先来看到在第二段的第二个句子写着 You can put yourself in the driver's seat and check out the interior, or walk around and admire the exterior of any of our models. 在这里我们就要介绍两个字，一个叫做 interior，在这里当作名词，解释成为内部、内侧的意思。后面可以搭配介系词 of。举例来说，房屋的内部装饰花去了许多的钱，你就可以说 It cost a lot of money to decorate the interior of the house. 它的相对的词呢，叫做外部、外表， 则是拼为 exterior， 它也可以用来当作名词，衍生出来也指的是外貌的意思。我们常说依据外表是很难以评判一个人的，你就可以说 It is difficult to judge a person by his exterior。 所以在这里透过 VR 就可以了解车子的 interior 以及 exterior， 它的内部跟外部。第二个，在这一句里面有一个重要的动词叫做 admire。Admire 是钦佩、欣赏的意思。如果你很欣赏某个人的特质，可以用 for 来加上他的特质。举例来说，我们佩服他的外交手腕，你就可以说 We admire her for her diplomatic tact。 接着继续往下看到第二段的最后一个句子And if that isn't enough, you can use our website and your own VR gear to do this from the comfort of your home. 这句话的意思是说呢，前面提到了透过 VR 可以看到内部跟外部的规格，如果还不够的话，你就可以使用网站，然后上网去看一下，而这件事情是 from the comfort of your home， 从家里面就可以做到这件事情。那么我们接着来看一下 gear 这个名词，它解释成为工具、设备或者是装置的意思。举例来说，那家商店卖的是体育的器具，我们就可以说 That store sells sports gear。 接着再来看到第三段，他这里提到，那么公司充分利用了 VR 的一些可能性。那么在开车的时候，如果有让你分心的事物出现的时候，该怎么办呢？ VR 也可以替你模拟这样的情境。在第三段中间的句子提到 When you take it out for a test drive in a big open space, the VR program throws distractions and unexpected hazards at you。在这里讲到呢，如果你在这个大型开放的空间里去试驾，就是 go for a test drive。 试驾的时候呢， VR 的程式会放出一些让你分心的事物，以及出乎意料的危险给你，让你模拟这样子的情境。我们来看一下 distraction， 在这里加 s， 指的是使人分散注意力的事物。举例来说，这里叫人分心的事情太多了，让人无法好好工作。你就可以说 There are too many distractions here to work properly。 当然 distraction 常常也是不可数，指的就是分心的意思。而这里呢 hazards 则是有危险的意思。下一句还提到 You can see how the car's safety systems handle these situations without being in any real danger。 透过 VR 你就可以看到在没有真正的危险状况之下，汽车是怎么样处理这样子的情境。这里的 handle 也就是有处理对待的意思。如果我们说 handle with care， 也就是指要小心的处理跟搬运的意思。今天的文章我们来看最后一句 It's important for our company to be at the cutting edge of technology as we design cars for the world of tomorrow。 很重要的是，公司呢在未来设计汽车的时候，必须呢使用的是最先进的科技技术。在这里的 cutting edge 指的就是最前线、尖端的意思。举例来说，纽约呢是走在全国流行的尖端，你就可以说 New York City is on the cutting edge of trends that spread nationwide。 OK， 以上就是今天的课文讲解，谢谢收听。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're done explaining the article for today, so now we're going to talk about some useful expressions and also have a discussion at the end of our explanation here. So the word we're going to use for our useful expressions is recommendation. When somebody says you should do something, that is a recommendation. So here the first sentence says, considering your needs, I'd suggest this model, which is an ideal family car. So that is a recommendation here. This might be Claire speaking. The people who want to buy the car have talked to her and they said, well, we have this family. We have 5 members of our family and our children are such and such an age, and I'm going to use this car to commute to work, but we're also going to use it for family vacations. So considering your needs, I would suggest this model. Okay, so when you recommend something, you could say that. I would suggest this. I think you would like this.
That's right. I want to warn you guys, this is a tricky verb. It's called a subjunctive, which means we actually conjugate it differently. This is a tough one, I know, for people in Taiwan because I've tried to teach it to a lot of my business clients. If you use suggest or recommend, you're actually using the base form of the verb were, and it doesn't change depending on the subject. So I recommend that you, I recommend that he, I recommend that they would not change the next verb. I recommend that they take the car. I recommend that you take the car. I recommend that we take the car. See how it never changes? Be careful with this one. There are a list of verbs that fall into the subjunctive category. Primarily, it's a wish or a recommendation, some piece of advice, but there are even more verbs than that.
Here's the second one. I recommend that you take the car for a test drive before you make up your mind. That sounds reasonable. When we bought our new car recently, we took a couple of cars for test drives, one from Mitsubishi, one from Honda, and one from Toyota. So yes, we took them for a test drive, and that helped us make up our mind.
Here's a discussion question. Have you ever tried VR? No. If so, did you enjoy the experience? Well, I've never tried it. If not, what would you like to see? I'd actually like to have the VR experience, from maybe seeing what Taiwan looks like above the land. So instead of maybe getting on a helicopter that way, I'd like to just be able to have an aerial view like a bird would have, see the rest of the country. I don't get out very much. I'm working too often. But I'd like to do it. Have you tried VR yourself, Tom?
No, I haven't. Where can I try it? I have no idea where to try it.
I know one place right now. I just did something for the National Palace Museum, Gugong. They have VR there. Cool, huh?
Yeah, okay. So next time I go to Gugong, I'll try it. But, of course, there are probably going to be big lines of people who want to use it as well. I'll probably wait for the prices to come down in the future.
Several headsets are available, yeah.
Oh, there are. Okay,
yeah.
Very good. I guess I'll check that out the next time I head out there. So I guess that brings us to the end of our discussion for today. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again next time when we talk about what Ford is trying to do to reduce production line injuries. Please join us then. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.